Most parents choose universities based on rankings. And if you are a student, you would probably do the same. I mean, you trust the rankings too. But what if they are hiding the one thing that actually decides your future? Because two universities with the same ranking or a similar ranking can give completely different opportunities, and almost nobody explains that why. And here's what most important thing that people often miss. Universities with strong research usually have better faculty, stronger research connections, and more real world exposure, which means better internship, better learning, and often better career opportunities and outcomes. So if you are a parent choosing a college for your kid, or a student planning your bachelor's or master's, this is something you need to understand before making any decision on that. Hi, I am Balaji, and I built OpenRlens to help you understand what's really happening inside the universities beyond rankings, or I should say beyond just rankings. Let's look at a real data from NRF. Across India, the median research score is just 40.6 out of 100, but top universities score above 80, like for example, older IITs. That's not a small difference, that's the difference between the average outcome or average exposure and the world-class opportunities. So the real question is, why do some universities create better outcomes? And how can you tell before choosing one? Because rankings alone won't tell you this. So let's break it down with a real example. You take JNU, popular one. It's ranked around 9 in the recent NARF 2025. It was ranked 9. Strong teaching score. Almost perfect graduate outcomes, meaning it is close to 99.9. But look at closer. Look the score for research, 45.6. And the placement rate is just around 44.9%. So even with the high ranking, there are gaps that directly affect students, your kids. This is exactly where you need to look into deeper things. With OpenRlens, we break this down into clear signals for you, so you can actually understand what students experience inside the university. So when research isn't strong or structured, students may not work on real world problems, rather they just work on some hypothetical case studies. Faculty may not be deeply specialized, and opportunities for growth becomes very limited, and that's where differences in career outcomes begin. So now you can clearly see this. It's not just about ranking, it's about who is leading this work. I mean, any research, how strong the research ecosystem in that university is, because that directly translates to the opportunities for your kids or for you. Because two universities can look very similar on paper, but give completely different futures. If you want to check this for any university or any field, for example, you can try using OpenRlens. And if you're a student or a parent, I would definitely recommend that. And also comment the university that you're considering. I might break it down in my next video. Thanks for watching.